If you're over 55, you've probably asked yourself this question at least once. Is my retirement money truly safe? Well, Bob from Scottsdale did too. He was 61, recently retired from a 30-year career as an aerospace engineer, and sitting on a $586,000 IRA. His goal? Simple. Don't run out of money. But just months into retirement, headlines started flashing bank failures, rising debt, and inflation stuck at multi-decade highs. And that's when his sleepless nights began. Today, we're going to walk through the smart, low-risk strategies Bob and thousands of Americans like him are using to retire smarter, even when the market feels anything but stable. Let's get into it. Now, before we dive into Bob's story, let's talk facts. Because this isn't just fear-mongering. As of last week, inflation is still hovering above 3.5%, well above the Fed's target. And while the stock market has seen a recent bump, many economists are warning it's disconnected from the real economy. According to Bloomberg, nearly 60% of Americans over 55 are now delaying retirement due to fears of outliving their savings. That's the real crisis. And it's what led Bob to take a deeper look at low-risk options for preserving wealth, especially during uncertain times. So what did Bob do? After weeks of research and wrestling with what felt like 1,000 opinions, he stumbled across something he hadn't really considered before: a gold IRA. It wasn't about chasing gains. It was about protection. Bob realized that just like you wouldn't put all your money into one stock, you shouldn't leave your entire nest egg exposed to a single asset class, especially not one as volatile as today's market. He ended up rolling over $203,000 of his IRA into physical gold. Not gold stocks, not futures. Actual gold held in a retirement account. And guess what? He finally slept through the night. Because while the market seesaws and inflation eats away at purchasing power, Bob knows that a portion of his savings is tangible, real, steady. And the best part? His story started with the same simple step I'm offering you right now. If you have over $100,000 in an IRA or 401k and you're worried about where things are heading, you owe it to yourself to get the free Gold IRA guide and book a short educational call with a real expert, not a pushy salesperson. There are no pressure tactics, no silver gimmicks, just one-on-one guidance to help you decide if a Gold IRA makes sense for your situation. That's it. Bob's peace of mind began with that same guide. It didn't cost him a dime to learn what he needed to protect what he worked a lifetime to build. And he's not alone. Over the past year, retirees across Texas, Florida, Arizona, and beyond have been diversifying part of their retirement because they've seen the writing on the wall. The dollar isn't what it used to be, and traditional safe investments aren't as safe anymore. Look, no one's saying to dump your entire portfolio into gold. But if you're 55 or older, nearing or in retirement, and want to lower risk, hedge against inflation, and keep your legacy intact, this is something you should at least understand. Because here's the truth. You work too hard for too long to watch your retirement dreams disappear in a sea of volatility and bad timing. And if you're like most of our viewers, you don't just want to retire, you want to retire smart. So click the link, grab the free guide, and get your questions answered in a pressure-free call with a real person who actually cares about helping you. Secure your future. Protect your legacy. Retire smarter.